Welcome, Powerplex sports fans. We are here in Boston, Massachusetts for the Nike Boston Qualifier. This is day one, game number 3. Plex going 2-0 so far on the day. Getting ready to face off against T Street, SN, 18 Dana. This will be the final game of the evening for this Plex team. Both teams undefeated on the day. We will play this game and then they will re-rank all the teams based off performance. In the front court for Plex, we have Nora, Haley, and Kaylin. In the backcourt, Tatum, Lauren, and Brenna. Plex will be on serve receive here in this first set, as is tradition in every game we played today. Game 1, the girls came out on fire. Every serve, every hit, really good. Second game, they kind of cooled off quite a bit. We'll see what happens here in game number 3. Brenna checks out, Maya checks into the back row. So Plex ready for serve receive here in game 3. T Street has the ball. Looks like we are ready to get this game underway. T Street with the first serve of the first set. Just as I say that, we have a delay. Not sure what the discussion is. Okay, looks like we're ready to go now. T Street with the serve. Deep serve, that's going to be too deep, out of bounds. Plex with the first point of the set. Kaylin heading back to serve for Plex. Kaylin deep serve, cross court. T Street able to get up to the outside. They go cross court. Lauren with the dig. Kaylin, Nora hits it cross court just a little bit wide out of bounds. So T Street will get their first point of the set. Now getting set to serve as we are knotted at ones out of the gate here in Boston. T Street hard serve deep. Lauren able to get the pass. Kaylin to Tatum. Tatum goes over the block and finds the open court. Beautiful tip shot by Tatum at the net to get the kill. Lauren checks out. Aubrey checks to the front row. Haley heads back to serve. Haley hard low cross court serve. Deep Street able to get it up to their middle. Gets blocked at the net by Aubrey. Beautiful block by Aubrey. Read that cross court shot well. So Haley will head back to serve again. Haley deep serve, and that's going to be an ace for Haley. Goes off the fingers of the back row defender by T Street. It's Haley's first ace of the game. Haley just off the net, over another ace. So Haley, multiple aces on the day, looking for her second turkey of the day. Haley with the serve. Deep serve, ace for Haley. Haley with a turkey here in game 3. Turkey in game 2, threatened one, or turkey in game 1, threatened one in game 2. Got it in game 3. Another deep serve, another ace! So, Haley with the rare first of the season 4-bagger. 4 straight aces by Haley. Haley back to serve again as Plex taking a 6-point lead. Deep serve. T Street able to get this one up. They're going to sub their outside hitter. It's a roll shot over. Aubrey able to pot it up to Kalen. Kalen access to Tatum. Tatum down the line. T-Street able to get the dig. They have to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Kalen. Kalen backs to Tatum. Tatum goes cross court. T-Street with the dig. They're going to set their outside hitter. Who goes off the block? Haley gets it up to Kalen. Kalen back to Haley. Haley hits it around the block. T-Street able to get the dig. They're going to set their back row hitter who tips it cross court. And that was a beautiful cross court tip by the back row of T-Street. Saw where the defense was and tipped it the other way. So T-Street ends Haley's run at the service line. Now getting set to serve. Hard serve down the line. Aubrey able to get it up to Kalen. Kalen back out to Aubrey. Aubrey goes cross court. T-Street able to pop it up. They get it. Oh, they just able to get it over. Haley with the pass. Kalen back to Tatum. Tatum down the line. T-Street not able to get the ball up and over. Kill for Tatum on the right side. So Noel check out. Brenda checks in the front row as Maya heads back to serve. Maya deep serve down the line. T-Street pops it up in a little bit of trouble. They have to punch it over. Kalen to Maya. Maya sets up Tatum. Tatum goes roll shot. T-Street can't get the pancake. The roll shot killed by Tatum. So Maya back to serve again. Maya hard serve down the line. T-Street able to pop it up. They set up an outside hitter. Hits it around the block. Looked like the outside hitter was going cross court. Able to cut it around the block and go mid-court. A good shot by the outside of T-Street there. So T-Street trailing by 6 with the serve. Deep serve down the middle. Haley with the pass to Kalen. Kalen to Brenna. Brenna goes around the block, and now that's a kill for Brenna in the middle. Great angle by Brenna. Painting the sideline will send Tatum back to serve. Tatum, low serve down the line. T-Street able to get it up. They set up there. Outside hitter hits it over Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Brenna. Brenna goes around the block, and that's going to be just a little too long out of bounds. Brenna had the angle perfect, just not quite enough top spin to get it down before the back baseline. T-Street with the serve. Cross court serve. Aubrey able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum back sets to Kalen. Kalen hits a roll shot cross court. T-Street able to pop it up. They're going to set the outside hitter. Hits a roll shot over Maya. Covers to Tatum. Tatum to Brenna. Brenna tips it deep. T-Street pops it up in a little bit of trouble. They're going to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum out to Aubrey. Aubrey goes through the block and down. Kill for Aubrey on the outside. A good cut there going cross court. Able to get the shot. So Aubrey checks out. Lauren checks into the front row. And we'll head back to serve for Plex. Lauren, hard serve down the middle. Ace for Lauren. Beautiful serve. It went just over the top of the net, and then it fell like a rock in water just before the back defender. And that's going to force T-Street to use their first timeout of the set as Plex blossomed the lead to 8 here in set 1. Looking much more energetic here in this third game than in game 2. So T-Street back out onto the court after a quick timeout. Plex getting back into position. Lauren back, getting set to serve. Lauren, hard serve down the middle. T-Street able to pop it up. They set up the outside hitter who hits it cross court. Maya goes diving, tries to get the dig, can't get there. A good swing by the outside of T-Street for that kill. So T-Street getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum access to Brennan. Brennan cross court. T-Street with the dig. They hit it up and over. Lauren with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Brennan again. Brennan chips it over the block. T-Street able to get the cover. They Set up their back row hitter who tries to jump from the back row and hit it cross court. A little bit low in the net, so Maya will head out more, heads into the front row. Brenna back to serve for Plex. Brenna cross court serve low. T-Street able to get up. They set up their outside hitter. Tips it, gets partially blocked. Haley pops it to Tatum. Tatum back to Kayla. Kayla goes down the line. Just a little too wide out of bounds. So T-Street after the point, getting set to serve, down 6-7. T-Street low serve down the middle, Lauren with the pass, Tatum to Lauren, Haley hits it, T-Street gets the dig, but it goes over, Maya with the pass, Tatum out to Haley goes cross, and that's a cut for Haley on the outside, bringing the hammer on that one. Kaylin heading back to serve for Plex. Kaylin, deep serve, T-Street able to get it up to the outside. They tip it over block. Kaylin read it well, got it to Maya. Maya back to Haley. Haley goes down the line. T-Street got the dig. They tip it over. Maya gets it up, and two other Plex players trying to get that ball, but couldn't get it. A sneak tip shot by T-Street gets it back to their side. So T-Street down 7, getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle, Lauren able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Haley. Haley tips it over the block. T-Street guys gets it up. They set up their outside. Who goes down the line? Kaylin not able to get the dig. Another good hit by the outside of T-Street. So T-Street trimming the lead back down to 6 with another serve. Hard low serve. Maya able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley down the line and off the head of the defender. Haley headhunting on the outside. Got the kill. Haley heads back to serve as Lauren checks out. Aubrey checks in. Looks like that player is okay. She's laughing. So Haley back to serve. Haley deep serve. T-Street able to get it up. They serve it outside. They go over the block. Haley gets it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Aubrey. Aubrey through the block and down. Haley with a fantastic diving dig to get that ball up. And then Aubrey with the nuke to get that through the block and down. So Plex back up 8 here in set 1. Haley back ready to serve. Haley cross court serve that one. Went a little wide out of bounds. The ball, beautiful, no spin on it, but then just started hooking. And she wanted it to curve a little bit back. So T-Street with the point, down 7 with the serve. Hard serve down the line. Maya pops it up. Haley gets it back on the court. Maya able to bump it deep. T-Street setting up their offense to the outside. They tip it over. Kaylin gets it up to Maya. Maya back to Tatum. Tatum goes around the block and down. Tougher Tatum on the right side. So Nora checks out. Brenna checks into the front row as Maya heads back to serve for Plex. Maya, deep cross-court serve. T-Street able to get up to the right side. Hitter tips it cross-court, and Tatum tries to swipe to get that ball up. Couldn't quite get it. So a beautiful tip shot. That was really tight to the net by T-Street. So T-Street getting set to serve. Cross-court serve low. Maya with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Aubrey. Aubrey goes cross-court. That's a cover Aubrey on the outside. Another beautiful angle shot by Aubrey there for the kill. Sends Tatum back to serve, and T-Street will use their second and final timeout of the set. A lot of tough serves by Plex, making it difficult for T-Street to get into offensive rhythm. T-Street has had some really good hits at the pins, but Plex passing really well here in this first set. And if they haven't had open lane to hit the ball, they've had just grazing shots off these blocks. There hasn't been much of a block from T Street. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Tatum back to serve. Deep serve down the line. T Street able to get it up. They're going to set up their back row hitter who hits a deep shot. Tatum with the dig to Maya. Maya back to Kalen. Kalen hits it, bumps it over. T Street setting up their offense through the middle, goes through the block. Maya gets it up to Tatum. Tatum hits it over, and they're going to call a double hit on that pushover by Tatum. Fantastic dig by Maya to get that up. Tatum just quite couldn't get both hands at the same time there. Really, really close. So T Street getting set to serve. Hard serve down the middle. Haley gets it up to Kalen. Kalen gets it back on the court to Haley. Haley gets over the block. T Street with it in. They're going to set up their outside hitter who tries to tip it over, but a little bit out of the reach of the outside of T Street. So Plex will get the point. Aubrey checks out. Lauren checks in, and we'll head back to serve. Lauren, hard serve, cross court, ace for Lauren! Another ace for Lauren, beautiful serve. A laser going cross court. So Plex the first to 20 here in set one. Lauren back to serve again. Hard low serve, just a little bit too low in the net. So T Street getting set to serve, down 8. Deep serve down the line. That goes a little too deep out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Mile head out north, heads into the front row as Brenna rotates back to serve. Brenna deep serve down the middle. T Street able to pop it up. They set up their outside. Who hits it cross court? Kaylee with the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Kaylee. Kaylee cross court. T Street gets it back on the court. They bump it over. Lauren with the pass to Tatum. Tatum back out to Haley. Haley around the block and down. Triple Haley on the outside. So Plex 3 points away from taking the first set. Brenna heading back to serve again. Brenna's just over there. T Street hits it up, but it goes backwards out of bounds. Ace for Brenna. So Brenna back looking to see if she can run this set out. Brenna, another short serve just over the net. T Street read it well. They're going to set their outside hitter. Tips it deep. Tatum able to pop it up to Lauren. Lauren setting up Kaylin on the right side. She goes down the line, and that is a little bit wide out of bounds. So T Street down 10, getting set to serve as Brenna checks out. Maya checks into the back row. Hard low serve, a little too low in the net. So Plex gets the point. Kaylin looking to close this game out. Set point number 1 for Kaylin. Kaylin short serve just over the net, and T Street not able to get it. Plex will take the first set, 25-13. We will have a quick set break before we head to set number 2. As we head to set number 2 in the front court for Plex. Tatum, Nora, and Haley in the backcourt. Lauren, Brenna, and Kaylin. Plex will be starting with serve in the second set after being on serve receive in set number 1. Plex caught fire there with their serves. A lot of really good serves. Haley getting the 4-bagger, the first of the season. 4 straight aces. So Brenna checks out, Maya checks in. Kaylin awaiting the ball to get this second set underway. Kaylin with the first serve of the second set. Kaylin hard low serve. T-Street able to get it up to their middle. They tip it over. Tatum gets it up. Lauren gets it up. Haley hits it into the block and gets blocked at the net. A great up by Tatum and Lauren. Just not able to get it through the block. So T-Street with the first point of set number 2 getting set to serve. Hard low cross court serve. Maya able to get up to Kaylin. Kaylin gets Haley. Haley over the block. T-Street with the dig. They set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot cross court. Haley gets it up. Kaylin gets it up. Lauren hits a deep shot over. T-Street with the dig. They set up their middle. Goes through the block, and they're going to call a lift on T-Street. A little too much hand throwing action on that one. So Plex with their first point of the set. Haley rotates back to serve. Haley deep serve cross court. T-Street able to get it up. They're going to set up their back row hitter. Hits it over the block. Haley tries to get the dig. Can't come up with it. A good roll shot by the back row of T-Street. Gets them back on top by 1. T-Street getting set to serve. T-Street hard low serve down the line. Lauren with the pass. Kaylin. Kaylin access to Tatum. Tatum down the line. T-Street with the dig. They hit it over, and Lauren with the blind fist to hit it back across the net gets the kill. Nora heads out. Brenna heads to the front row. Maya back to serve. Maya deep serve. T-Street able to pop it up. They're going to set up the right side hitter. Who goes into the block of Brenna. Brenna blocks it at the net. Beautiful block by Brenna at the net to get that stop. Maya back to serve again. Maya another hard serve. That one going a rocket straight. Never dove out of bounds. So T-Street with the point. We are knotted at threes here in the second. T-Street with the serve. T-Street deep serve. Haley able to get it up to Kaylin. Kaylin access to Brenna. Brenna around the block. T-Street with the dig. They set up their outside hitter who goes into the block of Tatum. Tatum blocks it at the net. The block by Plex starting to ramp up here in the second. Tatum heading back to serve. Tatum hard low serve. T-Street able to get it up. They set up their middle. Hits it cross court. That one goes a little wide out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Tatum heading back to serve again. Tatum low serve down the middle. T-Street able to get it up to their outside hitter. Hits it cross court. Maya able to get the dig to Tatum. Back to Kaylin. Kaylin tips it cross court. T-Street in trouble. That'll be a kill for Kaylin on the right side. A beautiful cut by Kaylin there. Going back across the grain of the defense for the kill. Sends Tatum back to serve another. Tatum deep serve. T-Street able to pop it up. They set up their outside hitter. Hits it deep. Haley able to pop it up. Tatum. The hitch and go. Had a little too much hitch. Not enough go. So T Street gets the point, down 2, getting set to serve. T Street, deep serve down the line. A beautiful serve by T Street. The ball lagging in the air like a fish out of water. Maya not able to track it down. So after the ace by T Street, they climb back to within 1. Now getting set to serve again. Hard serve cross court. Lauren gets it up. Kaylin gets it up. Haley hitting it a little too low in the net. So we are knotted at 6s here in the second. Off serves by T Street. Giving Plex a little trouble here. Hard low serve down the middle. Haley able to get it up to Tatum. Tatum to Lauren. Lauren goes cross court, and that catches the sideline. No. It was a little wide out of bounds. So T Street takes their first lead of the set. T Street with another serve. Deep serve down the middle. Haley able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum quick sets to Brenna. Brenna around the block and down. 2 for Brenna in the middle. The quick set got the ball to Brenna, and she powered it through before that block by T Street able to form. Sends Lauren back to serve for Plex. Lauren, hard low serve down the middle. T Street in trouble. Ace for Lauren. And Plex goes back up 1. Lauren, hard low serve down the middle again. T Street able to get this one off. They're going to have to bump it over. Taylor with the pass to Tatum. Tatum out to Haley. Haley around the block. T Street with the dig. They set up the back row hitter who hits it over the block. Lauren pops it up. Haley gets it back on the court. Maya bumps it over. T Street setting up their offense to the middle. They tip it over. Kaylin able to tip it up to Kaylin. Tatum. Tatum tips it deep. T Street covers. They set up the outside hitter. Hits it around the block and down. Lauren goes diving to try and get that ball. Couldn't come up with it. Fantastic hustle on both sides of the net. T Street able to come up with the point on that one. Now getting set to serve again. Hard serve down the line. Haley with the pass. Tatum back to Brenna. Over the block. T Street not able to get the pancake. Another kill for Brenna. The soft touch this time. Mile head out. Laura heads into the front row as Brenna rotates back to serve. Brenna cross court serve. T Street able to pop it up, trying to get it back on the court, and they just bump it over. Brenna with the pass to Tatum. Tatum access to Kaylin. Kaylin goes over the block. That's going to be a little too deep out of bounds. So we are knotted at 9s here in the second as Brenna heads out. Maya heads into the back row. T Street low serve down the line. Haley with the pass to Tatum. Tatum. So Nora around the block and down. The hammer by Nora for the kill. So Kaylin will head back to serve for Plex. Kaylin low cross court serve just off the net and over. Ace for Kaylin. Kaylin, another fantastic serving day. A lot of aces. Kaylin short serve just off the net and over. T Street able to get it up to their outside hitter. Hits it off the block and over. Lauren with the dig to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley around the block and down. Kill for Haley on the outside. So Plex leading by 3 as we cross the midway point of set number 2. Kaylin back to serve again. Kaylin cross court serve deep. T Street able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Tips it over. Haley able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Lauren. Lauren into the block. Gets blocked at the net. Hard swing by Lauren. Just couldn't get it through that block. So T Street trailing by 2, getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Lauren able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin to Nora on the middle slide. She goes off the block and over. T-Street gets the dig. They send her outside hitter. Gets a roll shot around the block. Haley able to get it up to Lauren. Lauren gets it back on the court to Nora. Nora bumps it over. T-Street setting up their offense to the middle. Goes around the block. And they're going to call off the block. So T-Street back to within one. T-Street getting set to serve. Hard serve down the middle, Lauren with pass to Kaylin. Kaylin to Tatum. Tatum off the block and over. T-Street sets up to the outside. They hit it deep. Maya able to pop it up to Lauren. Lauren to Haley. Haley tips it down the line. T-Street in trouble. They get it back on the court. And they bump it over, but it goes wide out of bounds. So Plex will get the point. Tatum, a headshot on that one. Going right off the head of the defender and backwards. Haley back to serve for Plex. Looks like she's okay. She's laughing. Haley, hard low cross court serve. T-Street able to get it up. They're going to set the outside hitter. He tips it down the line. Taylor gets it off. Lauren gets it up. It goes over. And T-Street hits it. Maya not expecting a slow ball. Hits it backwards out of bounds. So T-Street still within one here. Getting set to serve. T-Street serving down the line. Lauren able to get it up to Kaylin. Kaylin back to Tatum. Tatum off the block and out of bounds. Two on the block from the outside or from the right side. Nora will head out. Brenna heads into the front row as Maya rotates back to serve. Maya hard low serve. T-Street able to get it up. They're going to set their outside hitter. Gets it deep. Haley able to pop it up to Maya. Maya setting up Tatum on the right side. She goes cross court. She hits it up and over. Maya able to get it to Kaylin. Kaylin quick sets to Brenna. Brenna off the block and out of bounds. Brenna showed she has a tool belt as well. Sends Maya back to serve another. And before she gets a chance, T-Street will use their first timeout of the set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Maya back ready to serve. Maya hard low serve, too low into the net. So T-Street trailing by 2, getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Brenna trying to take that serve, hit it backwards out of bounds as Haley was lining up for it. So the ace by T-Street gets them back to within 1. T-Street with another serve. Deep serve, Haley able to pop it up to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Lauren. Lauren goes off the block and out of bounds. Another tooling shot by Plex. Gets the ball back on their side. Tatum back to serve. Tatum low serve, too low in the net. So Plex starting to struggle a little bit here with serves. T-Street down 1, getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Haley able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum quick sets to Brenna. Brenna goes cross court. T-Street tries to get the dig. Got it up, not able to get another hand on it. So kill by Brenna in the middle. sends Lauren back to serve for Plex. Lauren, deep serve, ace for Lauren! Beautiful serve, another serve that goes a cat whisker above the net and then falls like a stone in water immediately. Lauren, deep serve this time. T-Street able to get it up. They're going to step there in the middle. They hit it cross court. Maya gets the dig for Lauren. Lauren sets up Haley on the outside. She goes around the block. T-Street able to get the dig. Gets it back on the court. They hit it over. Lauren with the pass. Tatum. Tatum out there. Haley through the block. T-Street with the dig. They send it to the outside hitter who hits it deep. That's going to be too deep. Out of bounds. So Plex with the point. Push the lead to 4. Lauren back to serve another. For a deep serve, that's going to be too deep, out of bounds. So Plex with a 3-point lead here. As T-Street gets set to serve, we are heading late into set number 2. Our low serve, that's going to be too low in the net. So Plex the first to 20 here in the second. Mile head out more, heads into the front row. Brenda back to serve. Brenda deep serve, T-Street toss it up high. They set up their right side, gets blocked in the net by Haley. T-Street gets it back up to their outside. They hit a roll shot over. Brenda with the pass to Tatum. Tatum back to Kaylin. Kaylin goes down the line. T-Street with the mid. And Kaylin on the overpass puts it down. Kaylin with a missile shot on that overpass puts it right down. Sends Brenda back to serve another. Brenda hard serve down the middle. T-Street able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot deep. Tatum pops it up. Brenda trying to track it down. Not able to get there. So T-Street gets the stop. Brenda heads out. Maya heads into the back row. T-Street getting set to serve down 4. Must win set for T-Street. Plex trying to cap it at 2. Hard low serve down the middle. Lauren with the pass. Tatum. Quick sets to Nora. Nora tips it. T-Street with a block. Nora tries to get it back up. Couldn't get it. So T-Street closes the gap down to 3 here in set number 2. Getting set to serve another. Cross court serve high with the pass to Tatum. To Lauren in the back row. She gets a roll shot over. T-Street able to get the dig. They set up their outside hitter who hits it down the line, but that goes wide out of bounds. So Plex with the point. 3 points away from taking set number 2. Tatum checks out. Aubrey checks into the front row. And before Kaylin gets a chance to serve, T-Street will use their second and final timeout of the set. So Plex keeping the pedal to the metal here in the second set. T-Street raising up, answering many of the Plex runs with runs of their own. Only down 4. So after the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Kaylin back, ready to serve. Kaylin cross court serve. T-Street able to get it off and over. Oh, and Nora tipped that ball as it went over. T-Street confused, thought they weren't supposed to get it, and then realized it was touched. So Plex with the point. Kaylin back to serve another short serve. T-Street able to get it up. They're going to set up there outside who tries to hit a hard shot quickly. Just a little bit too low in the net. So Kaylin now serving game point number 1 for Plex. Kaylin, another short serve just over the net. T-Street able to get it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter. Blocked on the net by Nora. T-Street gets it back up on the court. They're going to bump it over. Lauren with the pass to Kaylin. Kaylin out to Haley. Haley off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Haley on the outside. So Plex will take the second set 25-18. And that will do it for the day. Flex not dropping a set. We will get the schedule out